All right, Fjant, how do you feel about UedSoldier? What's our take here?
Well, like I'm super confident against UedSoldier.
You're
He's
super
been
confident.
yeah,
He's been Zero before though.
yeah, and I've beaten him 9 times in one ladder session.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay, okay. Well, we're gonna go to a quick break, quick 5 minute break. But after that, we'll do vetoes meanwhile, and then we'll load up into the series. Good luck in the finals.
Thank you, thank you.
Ooh. Ooh. Fjant with the spice? I didn't know this side of you, sir. 9 times in one letter session. Honestly, this would be rough if you now end up losing this. That is not something I would bust out, guys. Even in my most confident days, I don't think I would be spitting those bars. That's funny. So I guess that is it for the interviews. From here on out, we just wait. We let the guys veto in peace, and then we get ready. Jay was asking Fjant if he felt confident against the UedSoldier, and he said, yes, I feel very confident. And Jay said, very confident, but he beat Cero before. And Fjant said, yeah, but I beat him 9 times in one ladder session. Hello, matey. Did you make it back home safely? How was the night? Anything fun in Paris? Did we stay out of trouble? Hello, Kukut. Is it just a straight flight for you, mate? Is it like Paris to Florence, land, get home, and then a tiny journey home? Or did they do you dirty? Actually, guys, I'm gonna take a very tiny break. Give me 2-3 minutes, so I go to the restroom, get some water, maybe get a drink. Actually, maybe I get something else. It's been a long weekend. I think we deserve a drink. Why the hell not? And then we're gonna enjoy this. Honestly, what I think is going to be a pretty competitive PvZ Grand Finals, but Fjord apparently seems to think that it's not going to be that competitive. In my eyes, it should be competitive. I think the UedSoldier is quite good, but maybe Fjord knows a lot of things about ZVP that I don't know. 2-3 minutes, then I'll be back. Then we'll have a drink and enjoy the Grand Finals together. Did you park your car at the airport, or did you drive yourself, or you get picked up? I used to always get picked up by my mommy when I was your age. Be right back, guys. 2 minutes. just picked you up. Okay, that's chill. And it wasn't too wild if you're still here. Because I know that the Frenchies often misbehave a little bit. You got to meet Poka, I assume, as well, right? Poka was there. I had some good memories with Poka. When I was in Paris back then with Todd and Apollo. I think Zombie Grub got to meet Poka as well the following year. But Poka is a cool dude. Hello, Legoland man. John says, be right back. 1 minute for water. There's no need for any water for us. Our long weekend is, I wouldn't say almost over. Maybe we're halfway through. So we've got one more fun night tomorrow as well. And then on the 30th is a Champions League day. I don't know what we're going to do on the 30th. But I think so Macabellum. Actually, I have to work as well. Damn it. Got some stuff to do. But it shouldn't be too bad. Hello. Chabby. Is that the Chabby? The German Chabby is still around? I haven't seen Chabby in forever. Scheduling issues, hack rest up. They had some scheduling issues. And that has led to this grand final. I guess when you run a tournament for college kids, they're not always going to be available. These guys are not full-time pro gamers. They don't make thousands of dollars a month. This is what we ended up with. I really think it's going to be a good final. I'm a little bit surprised with a crazy amount of confidence. I would have assumed Fjant had some confidence entering this final. And obviously it's good to feel confident, but that confident that he could just show up and get an easy dub. Well, let's see. Big talks, spitting bars. Let's see what it leads into.
Let's get it on.
He's F to the T, F to the T, F, 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 F to the T, representing Team Roddy. He's Fjant. And he's spitting some bars. If UedSoldier's name was Sophie, he'd be in trouble. I don't think it is. That'd be very surprising. A young man from Russia with the name Sophie seems a little bit unlikely. Representing CSO, it is the UedSoldier. What is his MMR at the moment? I don't know exactly. If I have to guess, I would say he's probably around 5'7" right now. I know he's been higher than 5'7" in the past, sometimes a little bit lower as well, but honestly, I feel like for quite some time, this guy is definitely very consistent and solid above 5.5. I think anything between 5.5 and 6k is probably going to be quite accurate. Oh my goodness, is he in all sorts of trouble here, guys? Okay. It's actually a hatch. I was very worried. I go Nexus first all the time, and I always tell you guys that Nexus first is fine. But I'm talking about Nexus first with a scout. Nexus first without a scout could be incredibly dangerous if it is some sort of a 12 pull or proxy hatch. Now this is apparently going to lead into something that looks like a proxy hatch. But we also know that there is a hatchery on the other side of the map. So we won't have a spawning pool forever. I honestly think that our Russian proto should be okay here. It can definitely still get weird and awkward and complicated. And it's important to not underreact, but you definitely don't want to overreact either. I'm really shocked that he's playing this without scouting, by the way, though. Like, how on earth do you not scout? How on earth are we going Nexus first without a scout? Yeah, no, this is a mega gamble. Like, this could literally lead into a 12 pool with a bunch of drones heading your way. And if at this point 12 Zerglings and 10, 11, 12 drones show up, you're just omega dead. You're just as dead as a dodo. Somehow, this young man has the confidence that he doesn't need anything. All he needs is a zealot, has a couple of probes. Perhaps the timing of the hatchery going down gave it away a little bit. I still find it surprising. There are 2 holes now in this wall. That's something that's very important to keep in mind. Something that Ben used to say, Optimist. British Ben, Benjamin Baker. He was always about the dead as a dodo. Yeah, in this particular case, a forge is absolutely not needed, and he didn't really need to do anything, but the way he has played this is bizarre to me. He either has the biggest soul rate ever, or I want this guy to be my gambling partner in Vegas, because he clearly is a lot of fun, and he does not foresee any scenario where it could ever go wrong. That would have been the case, Helgi, if he would have gone like, let's say, hatchery first on the other side of the map, early pool. Even pool at home and then hatchery. But since he went hatchery in the natural into a hatchery on the other side of the map, he was not going to go for anything along those lines. But that's still not something I feel like you can ever know as a Proto. Like, I would have definitely overreacted and probably fucked up in a really bad way. Or at least put myself further behind than the UedSoldier is here, but I would say for all the right reasons. I find this a pretty bizarre response, but so far it works out. He gets away with it. And we definitely have a game. That is you make a good point, Legoland. Maybe he just looked at this and he says like, well, if this was a 12 pool and a drone pool, I'm dead anyway. Even if I now start warping in a forge, it's going to be too late if I've gone Nexus first. If I go Nexus first into gate, I'm just always dead anyway. So we may as well hope that's not the case. Yeah, you make a solid point. I think that could be it. It's crazy, but sure. I'm on board. You've got me. I'm convinced. So we've got an Immortal on the way, we've got a Forge on the way, and 3 extra gateways being added. It is still a 2-base setup for the UedSoldier. By the way, Bully, if you're still here. Oh, how busy are you, mate? 2nd to 3rd week of October. I'm not asking you to come to Seoul. Last minute notice. I would never do such a thing, but... Forge feels a bit late for a 2-base all-in. It might lead into one of these, like... committed 2-base attacks, but a 3rd base coming online behind it. Then we transfer workers, and then it's a 2-wave attack rather than a single wave. Overall, this is a very strange, very strange game coming out of the UedSoldier. Now getting a 2nd Robo and a Robo Bay as well on 2 bases. Like what is this? I'm glad you guys think it's as weird as I think it is. And a full wall off. Okay, so this is the move out, and then we're just gonna bank up Colossus or Disruptors at home, and then we've got a 2nd wave. Coco's 2nd wave, never to be forgotten. Coco, one of my favorite things on the planet, after a polar bear. That's a lot of Zerglings, by the way, working on a 7X score. I think we can get that, to be honest, yeah. Against 2 Stalkers, I actually think we can get it. But now there is an Immortal in the mix as well. I guess he really doesn't want to lose the Cybercore. He's still going to lose it. That is a strange force field, to be completely honest, but okay. And we did queue up 2 Colossus. Gaming with a capital G here in the grand finals of the SC2 Collegiate World Championship. A passion community tournament organized by Allison and her friends, amigos, compadres. I would like to know how you say friends in Mandarin, but I'm not going to try. I'm sure it's a word that I don't know how to pronounce. Probably starts with an X. Everything starts with an X. It's too hard, man. Fjant's probably as confused as we are. He has made quite a few safety units of a relatively weak economy. We have a tiny hallucinated Phoenix Scout coming out of the UedSoldier. He sees the 3-base setup. He knows a bunch of units are out. Okay, what if we just force Fjant to build nothing but roaches, lings, ravages forever, but we just never attack him until we have like 12 Immortals? How does that sound? A Zerg on 3 bases, 51 drones, does not grow a whole lot quicker than a Protoss on 2 bases and 44 workers double robo. Now, since it is Legacy of the Void, these mineral patches will start disappearing real quick. This one has only 200 left. This one's got 120 left. So you will start taking a significant hit to your economy soon. Like, it's actually a pretty sick army. A lot of people want Wings of Liberty back. This game so far is giving me Wings of Liberty vibes. We've been blind as a bat. We've done basically nothing for 8 minutes other than build an absolutely terrifying death ball. And now we're moving out with 4 Immortals, 4 Colossus. You guys want Wings of Liberty? Here's your Wings of Liberty. He even got a cannon! What is happening? Okay, these guys must have a lot of history. He even has a cannon at home while going for the 2-base all-in. Oh, Fjant could be in some trouble here as these force fields are going to trap quite a few units immediately. One of the Ravagers died to its own corrosive ball. Guys, I think Fjant is cooked here. Like, isn't Fjant mega dead? I look at his army and how the fuck are you gonna fight this army? 8 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, I just don't see how you fight 4 Colossus and 4 Immortals. There's no way. With the economy that Fjant has had, and he has never tacked up, and he does not have Hive, of course, he does not have Vipers. Fjant's mega cooked, man. Fjant is mega cooked. He's got a couple of links coming in from the back. He's going to try to get some of these robo units. Okay, he gets one. He might get a second. But the War Prism Micro, we already saw that earlier in the PvP against Sabadas. The War Prism Micro is excellent on the side of the UedSoldier. And Fjant is just completely cooked. Cool build. I don't know if I would go with cool, but it is a fucking scary ass army. If you're gonna do this on the ladder mage, you know what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a Zerg that rushes up to 70 something drones and flies into your base with 27 Mudas and a bunch of Zerglings with +2 melee. And then you're stuck in 2 bases forever. If you move out, you get eliminated. If you stay at home, you're dead. But that does not happen here in game 1 of the grand finals. UedSoldier somehow finds a way to take the 1-0 lead. 9 times. Those wars could come back to haunt him. That's just an insane army to produce. On 2 bases forever, barely moved out. Scouted, saw a couple roaches. He said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna chill at home. I'll let Double Robo do its thing. 4 Immortals, 4 Colossus, 8 minutes into the game. Why do you think it's the underdog, Roddy? I mean, did you hear the interview, Allison? Fjant was so confident in the interview. Fjant said he 9-0'd him on the ladder. He said he's ultra confident. He doesn't think it's going to be close. He was on LP, Wikipedia. Yeah, no, in the interview, Fjant basically made it seem like this was not going to be much of a match. In my eyes, I hyped this up already before it even took place. I said I did think this was going to be a fun match. Obviously, after those statements, I was like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a lot between these guys that I'm not aware of. I still think it can go either way, but one thing is for sure, I think we've got a series, guys. At this point, we already have a series. Let's go ahead and enjoy game 2.
Round 2. Fight!
Bottom left side of Tokamak, incredibly confident coming into the series. Saw his opponent went Nexus first, no scout last game. Look at this, guys. Game 2, we 12 pool. Representing Team Roddy, it is Fjant. Yeah, I think the early game was obviously really bad for Fjant. If the similar early game occurs here, it could obviously lead into a free win. This time it is not Nexus first, no scout. This time it is a gateway with a scout. Top right side of Tokamak. We are looking at the main base of CSO, UedSoldier. This can actually lead into... Wait, what is Fjant? Yeah. Oh, is Fjant gonna build a hatchery as part of the wall of guys? Fjant does like his proxy hatch build. He actually got a €500 or dollar bonus for it. Once upon a time at the Home Story Cup, I got in contact with a very fortunate StarCraft 2 fan in Dubai. And he said, Roddy, I like StarCraft. I want to support StarCraft. I want to throw a bunch of money at the gamers. What can we do? And then we went over some things, and he said he would like to give out some awards, and that's what we settled for. Fjant ended up winning one of those awards. When he got a proxy hatch victory, I think over Skillers or Mana, whatever it was. This is, by the way, not a wall off right now. I hope that UedSoldier knows this. I think 1 Zealot is not a wall here, right? That could become a problem. But so far, obviously, the defense is good. Fjant needs to cancel that hatch. Fjant will cancel that hatch. He needs to keep the probes around for a little bit. Yeah, this is a good fight now, I think, for the UedSoldier. You can just take this fight now. You can always just take this fight. Don't lose your Zealot, but even if you don't lose your Zealot, Fjant is in trouble, man. In this entire series. This is a bad start. This is legitimately a very bad start, because the Adept counter pressure is going to be devastating. The Lynx could trap that Zealot. They will trap that Zealot. There's actually really good Zealot positioning. The Zealot might win this fight. The Zealot will not win the fight, but it's so close, and it's bought a lot of time for the Adept. Fjant is... I don't want to quote Mixer, but in the words of Mixer, Fjant is dead. You love the hatch block? So I'm actually not sure if I love it. On one hand it's good, but the bad thing about it is that if a product goes double gate and makes a couple pylons and wants to build, let's say, adept number 3 and 4 as well, they don't have money for that very early Nexus. And they can also go for a Stargate before a Nexus, and that would create a different problem. So I don't know. You don't love this for thought? You guys are fucking crazy. Okay, I cannot believe you guys would actually say this. I'm not often going to disagree with you guys, but looking at this game, you guys saying that you don't love this for TOS is absolutely mental. He's 10 workers ahead. We've got 4 adepts against a Zerg with only slow Zerglings, no link speed, no lair, no roaches. That's an insane statement, guys. I'm sorry, but that's a legitimately insane statement. I'm not saying that Fjant is dead as in like there's nothing he can ever do, as this is obviously a very good little counter. But to say that it's looking good for him is insane. But this has been a good move. He is obviously going to end up losing a lot of these slow Zerglings, or at least he should be losing these slow Zerglings, and he will. But this is great because he's delaying Warp Gate, he's keeping the UedSoldier busy. UedSoldier is struggling a little bit. You know, I'd love it if Fjant turns it around. Obviously, I don't want to see UedSoldier take the 2-0 lead, but a Zerg without any Zergling speed, 1 queen against 4 adepts and 10 workers down, like that does not look good for Zerg. We've got an Oracle on the way. It's a 3-4 worker lead. The wall-off is a little bit awkward. And Zergling speed is close to finishing up. Queen count is at 3. I think it will be a game. I think that link bank stab was quite good. And obviously, it prevented us from losing any drones. Now, if this was Neep in his prime, you know what would have happened? Those 2 adepts would have killed 7 drones. And the other 2 adepts would have defended at home. And the game is Omega Giga over. But the UedSoldier is not quite Neep in his prime. Overlord gets picked up. Third base on the way. It's obviously going to be really hard to deal with Resonating Glaive adepts when we don't have a Baneling Nest, we don't have a Roach one, but perhaps Fjant can find a way. What happened to Neep, by the way? Neep either went back to college or started working immediately, but I honestly love Neep's story, mate. Neep was a young man from America who became incredibly good at a video game. He made a crap ton of money. As far as I know, he invested all of his money almost immediately. Obviously, the stock market has been mental over the last few years, so. And now he just went back to school, and he's gonna try to live a normal life. Sometimes we'll maybe play a couple games. He was even thinking of attending one of the DreamHacks, but I love Neep's story. I feel like that's almost one of the better ways it can go. Not everyone needs to be in esports for 2, 3, 4 decades. Sometimes you can just have a fantastic life as a young man, travel around the world, win a couple tournaments, immortalize yourself in a little video gaming scene, make a bunch of money, and go back to normal life. I think that's completely fine. The adepts are making their way out. Fjant is on 52 drones. The drone count looks good, but he does not have any roaches yet. So, is there a world where Fjant loses the 3rd, guys? Yeah, I think especially after the start, it would have not been bad. The roaches are not out yet. Oh, this is gonna hurt. We're not just going to lose the 3rd, we're gonna lose a lot of drones instead. 9 roaches on the production tab. This would be a great defense. I like this shade, actually. I like this shade back, anticipating the path that the drones will take. Well done. And the gun down roaches. This is really bad news for Fjant, man. This right here is hell for the Zerg. Despite the fact we had a cute little move with a couple of Zerglings. It's a smart follow-up. Knowing that your opponent has a lot of catching up to do. Knowing that they cannot possibly drone and make the right units to deal with adepts at the same time. Is just a really good call. Fjant in trouble. Fjant in lots and lots of trouble. You got a tiny bonus today, Kappa. Our man, Protosaurus, absolute hero of the scene, who is incredibly good to lots of events and lots of streamers, me included. Stopped by and dropped 50 gifted subs. And Valorant gave us 12 extra. Now, it would have probably been 25 extra if it was as good as Deadlock, but it's not. But we'll take the plus 12, that's pretty nice. Tomorrow there is one more, I think 1 or 2 more days of the bonuses. It expires on the 1st of October. I'm a little bit sad. You saw Neuro get 10 Valorant gifted subs for 25 regular. And that's really good. Like that's actually like a little jackpot. I definitely did not get anything like that. But I can't complain. I'm a happy man. Fjant is rallying the ladies to the other side of the map, but couple Zerglings and slow roaches, guys. Yeah, what is it gonna do? Why is Valorant gifting subs? Because they're trying to be as good as Deadlock. They're like, well, our game is not as good as Deadlock, but maybe if we give people a bunch of subs, they'll be on board. It's a really smart strategy. Unfortunately, I'm not on board yet with the quality of that game. Thank you, Infinity Matey, for the 20 months. I appreciate it. Sap says winnable. Alex is like, you know what? I give Fjant 60% now. It does look a little more difficult than before, but I actually think 60% is reasonable. 55 to 60. 58, yeah, exactly. It's like somewhere in the middle. You think it's over for the Zerg? I think so too, mate. I think everyone is in agreement. And if the UedSoldier decides to just sit at home for a little while, and Fjant gets a bunch of Ravagers, and he spams a couple of corrosive balls in the heart of the Protoss army, we can dream. But I know these Russian Protoss players, they don't sit at home very often. And also, this is an army that, as Mixu says it in a mild way, like, it doesn't really require a lot of execution at this point. You just kind of activate a Guardian Shield, you put the War Prism safely in the back, and then you just go for it. You can shade on top of Zerg units if you want to. You don't really have to. Just make sure that your Immortals are not all by themselves, and it can never really go wrong. A couple stasis traps are going to keep the Zerglings busy. And here in the Grand Finals, we have a potential very surprising set of events. The build order so far definitely working out for the UedSoldier. Game 1, Nexus first, no scout, no overreaction. Game 2, Gateway first, and he did scout against the 12 pool. So yeah, he can't really complain in that regard. He is rather fortunate, but he will take the 2-0 lead as he done what he had to do. Yeah, he's on pole position. Now 3 championship points just like that. And honestly, what I don't really understand of Fjant, guys, if Fjant is very confident, which I love, then I feel like we should play very chill. Like, we just go hatch first, we scout, we react, we make a couple safety Zerglings. Like, if we're that confident, why are we playing high variance build orders where we hope that he messes up or we hope that he doesn't scout? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if we feel like we are the better player, if we feel like we have all the tools that we could possibly dream of to slowly dismantle our opponent, we shouldn't play these ultra high variance openings. Hello, Pi. What Doomred is doing commentary on this too? Doomred was one of the commentators for the previous days of the playoffs, or at least the round of 16 and the round of 8. I actually watched a bit of his stream. I think he sounded good. He was talking about me as well. Clearly he is a Roddy fan. He was repeating all the things that I said on my stream. Well, yeah, I like listening to Doomred. He was downplaying himself by saying that he was not good, but I actually think that they were quite good. The only thing that I find bizarre is that these guys forget how to update a scoreboard. It's like, come on. We're watching a best of 3. It should not be hard to update the scoreboard. If I just watch Sap against Inex, it cannot be 0-0 in the next game. But as a commentator, I really thought it was good. Hello, Doomred. No, as a commentator, you're on, mate. Top left side of Incorporeal. We are looking in the main base of our Swedish Zerg. He was very confident entering the Grand Finals. Somehow we're down 0-2. Can we turn things around? It is Fjant. And guys, what is happening? What is happening? 2-gate Forge is UedSoldier. Also a big fan of Coconut Games, because that is what this is starting to look like. In the bottom right side, representing CSO, sending out a probe to build a pylon on the other side of the map. It is the UedSoldier. And Fjant is again sending a drone to the other side of the map. I really hope for the life of it. Oh my god, he's gonna go hatch first. If he builds a blind hatch, he's so dead. No, it's not the flower. I mean, that would be amazing. No, please do not. Man, he's gonna see this late. He is going to see this really, really late. Yeah, but he has already invested in the hatch. Please, mate. You see no pylon here. Fjant! You see no pylon. Please, all alarm bells go off. Build a pool, exactly. Please, mate. And a gas, okay. We go into the main. I think it's a shit build. I agree. Please send your drone back. You don't need this drone here. Just send it back. Overlord is going to see this pylon. Man, this could be a spicy way to crown our first ever community-funded Collegiate tournament. I know we had Collegiate tournaments a long time ago in the early America days. I casted some of them actually with Bills and Jon Snow back then. That was pretty fun. This is a different era. Very exposed cannons, but here come the Zealots. Cannon number 1 does get cancelled. Cannon number 2 gets cancelled, but it's not just a cannon rush, it is cannons and Zealots. Wait. Okay, you know what would have been very, very useful, by the way, guys? To at least have one drone like here. I'm not saying that it should have been here, but like leave that drone near the zone Naga, take a little look at this. Keep scouting on the other side of the map. Oh my goodness. Fjant in all sorts of trouble. What should have been a celebration day for the Team RotterdaM, turning into a bit of a nightmare. The UedSoldier. I mean, he's probably happy on CSO, but he's applying, guys. He is applying. Fjant's drone went back. The drone went all the way back to help out the other drones to attack these cannons. Like, I think this is very bad for Fjant. Very, very bad. But I hated Tokamak worse. I actually thought Tokamak looked worse. But this is bad too, don't get me wrong. But I think Tokamak was worse. Now at least we have something over our opponent. Nidus, like Nidus is a small possibility. We can also just clean up these cannons, clean up the 2 pylons, unpower the gateways, run to the other side of the map, put on some pressure, keep the StarGate unit at home. Please don't lose the Ravager. Oh. Never reach the tent. No! Okay. And we have to scout for this as well, right? We have to know that this is there. So Fjant is in not wasting any time immediately. This actually has some potential. Ravagers are not slow. Here come the boys. Look at them. Down the Nordschleife. Looking for a victory in a blue Ferrari. Haven't we seen that before? No, we're not going to be able to kill everything. This is nice, by the way, because this actually softens up the cannon and the StarGate at the same time. Guys, if we get the StarGate, it would be so goated. Is there... Kill the StarGate! Kill the StarGate! We're not gonna... Well, we're not gonna get it immediately. Okay, we're not... If we're not gonna get it immediately, we're not gonna get it. Please don't lose the Ravager. I do like the corrosive balls. This is awfully close. This is awfully close. Oracle will come out, takes damage. Can we pull a hero? Let's just kill the StarGate anyway. Like, this is pretty sick. Now, the only thing we have to worry about is a single Oracle. Like, imagine if he would have just walked past it. If he would have said, fuck these cannons. And he just runs to the other side of the map. We don't talk about it, Lorimbo. We don't talk about anything. But welcome, mate. Buongiorno. Buongiorno, Lorimbo. Honestly, like, I don't hate it for Fjant. I really don't hate it. I feel like there is hope. We're down a couple workers, but we've killed the StarGate. We have unpowered the original gateways. No more Forge either. Like, I feel like we can dream. I really hope we get to see a bit more StarCraft. We have a Spore Crawler as well. We've got Queens. Got a third base on the way. It is important that we get a scout up, obviously. Let's not lose too many drones here. 2 is acceptable. More would suck. Yeah, but behind on workers is very standard for a Zerg in this phase in the game. That's not the biggest problem. Resonating Glaive on the way with a gazillion gateways, that's a bit of a problem. Shouldn't we have just doubled down on a couple more Ravages? Nah. Once the first Oracle is out, you're not breaking anymore. Like, that would have only ever been an option if you could have somehow killed the first target before the first Oracle was out. And to be fair, he was pretty freaking close, and that makes you wonder if he would have just gone through this a bit quicker, but no way he survives the glaives. I am obviously worried too. I mean, it's okay. We already have roaches on the way. Like, it's looking grim, but there is hope. Double roach wine. Tunnel and claws. Speed. It's a little mistake. Did we cancel it? We did not cancel it. Or maybe it's... No, actually, it might be on... It might be on purpose. He might just think he's going to lose this one. And he might just get the other one. I think it's gonna be... It's not gonna be easy, but it's definitely doable. Yeah. It's a happy little accident. You know, this is Bob Ross in his prime. Was his name Bob Ross? I think it was, right? I like that. The Zergling's on the right side, actually. Okay, there's adepts on both sides. Fjant knows what is up. Would be very nice, by the way, Fjant, if we can split overlords a little bit. Like OV. So we can actually keep track of the War Prism. Full wall off. Plenty of roaches. We can battle the... Oh, this is great, Fjant. This is great. Fjant's gonna get 3 adepts immediately for free. Queens all over the Prism. Sunday night video gaming is back on the menu. I don't know how the NFL... How are the Falcons doing today, guys? Are the Falcons winning? Are we cooking? Who's cooking? I suddenly feel alive. Ooh, a Dark Shrine. They're up 24-13 in the third quarter. The most dangerous lead. It's already surprising they're up though, right? Fucking Falcons, man. It's the biggest mystery team ever. But I like it. I'm happy. This is a lot of adepts. 26 adepts in total. Tokens. I love that you call them tokens. War Prism has split off into the main base, guys. It's important for Fjant that we keep an eye on that, but it seems like he has. The queens, the ladies, they're in the right position. I do hate the Dark Shrine. Do we have any overseers? No. Oh my god, he's still building adepts, and Fjant's still building roaches. Guys, 30 adepts against soon 36 roaches. This is insane. I feel like the UedSoldier has read some sort of a Protoss tutorial where they're like, okay, adepts, bad against roaches, good against Zergling, but if you build a nut of them, also good against roaches. And he's like, alright, well, going by that logic, I never stop building adepts, right? He's actually finding some decent damage here, but he's obviously going to lose everything and barely kill a unit. Oh my... Ooh. Man, I actually am surprised that we're taking this much damage. Oh, we're gonna kill a lot of adepts. I am a bit worried about these DTs. Please, Fjant. Don't fucking do it, mate. You're supposed to win this game. Oh my god, no! Make it stop! My eyes, they cannot handle it. My innocent eyes. I have never seen this much violence on drones, but okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I like how the War Prism shows up now. It's like, alright, 32 of our brothers have fallen, but here we are. There is a lair, there is a lair. The 3 of you, you guys are special. Okay, we're gonna walk into DTs now though. This is kind of bad. There is a lair, guys, there is a lair. 5 DTs. Fjant should see it immediately, but we're gonna lose that spore in a single second. We have a gazillion roaches ravages on the other side of the map. I think... fight! No! Overseer! Okay, we have an overseer. Just kill the roaches here, please. Wait! Here! Like right here. Okay, we're gonna kill one DT. We're gonna kill the second one. The other one morphs into an Archon. We're gonna kill every single DT. Alright, safe. No panic, guys. There is no panic. Why are you guys worried? I'm not worried. To be fair, even if he loses that base, it's really... Like then it's 2 base against 2 base, but we have a 50 army supply lead. Unlosable now. You know what was also unlosable, mate? That Super Bowl for the Falcons. Yeah. Everybody was giving me high fives. Congratulations, Roddy. Well done. You bet on the Falcons. High five. Nothing could ever go wrong. You know, it was also unlosable when I bet on the Falcons in the Super Bowl. Like, don't worry. They got the Skittles guy. They're going to run it into the end zone and it's over. Congrats. Impossible is nothing. Do you think Hero is not? No, I think Hero already forgot about that game, man. Hero is an absolute god in forgetting about anything that doesn't go well. I think I actually watched that. That's the Super Bowl I watched with the one of the Atlanta Falcons with the Patriots. I watched with Nathanius back then. The Santa Monica days or Burbank days, whatever it was. Came over to his place for that one. I was not so happy. The wings were good though. The wings were good. The Super Bowl, very traumatizing. The wings, excellent. I saw today on the map that if I make it over to Birmingham, there is Nando's right at the airport as part of Resorts World. I was already thinking of going to Resorts World, but now I see they have a Nando's too. That's it. I'm not actually going to visit Birmingham, but I'll definitely visit the Nando's. UedSoldiers, just go for everything, guys. Like, we've made legitimately like 50 something adepts in this game, right? Or 48 to be fair. We've made 48 adepts. We were on 2 bases for 9 minutes. And now we're just going for Blink and Double Robo. What is my Nando's order? Optimus, you know me a little bit, no? I'm a man who likes to let fate decide. Wing roulette. I do prefer wings without bone than with, but I play wing roulette. I let the kitchen surprise me. I bet Fjant is also wondering what on God's earth is happening in these video games so far. I would absolutely, by the way, 100 out of 100 times, in a game like this, check for hidden bases. Like, I would immediately check this, I would immediately check this, I would immediately check this. There's a 0% chance that I'm just gonna trust that this Russian Protoss is sitting on 2 bases for 10 minutes straight, only building adepts. There's no way I would ever trust that. The builder is a wing roulette, yeah. Zardo wheel. That's kind of what this feels like. They're spinning a little wheel and they're like, alright. 2 base, 48 adepts, got it. 2 gate forge. Like the first spin landed at Coco, and then the follow-up landed on any Protoss that dreams of making a gazillion adepts.
Game paused.
Hidden bases on this map aren't very hidden. I agree, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a possibility. I mean, I take hidden bases all the time. Do they stay hidden very long? No, most of the time not. But in a weird game like this, I would always check for it. 100% of the time. What division are these guys? These guys are very high Grandmaster League players. They may not be as famous as Cyril, Raynor, and Clem, and they're not quite as good as them, but they are high Grandmaster League players. Like 20, 30 ranks below them. That's where you're gonna find them. The only thing that this game was missing so far was a lag spike. We've got that as well. We can check this one off. Quite the Sunday evening of video gaming so far, guys. What did I get myself into? It's only 9:15 p.m. Why is it so early and why does it feel so late? Is it because it's just dark? Is that what it is? Why is it so late? It should never be. I'm gonna turn the lights on. That's it, I'm done. The night hasn't even started yet. And I'm sitting here in the dark. Oh. I don't normally do that. I think Haru does it. I'm not the referee, guys.
Game resumed.
I miss you, Rainer. In the previous game, I needed you. You know, Twitch has a new function right now. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you can just go back in the VOD and then you can go live again immediately. So it's very easy. Rainer, why don't you go back to the previous game, ley lines, and let's say you look 3-4 minutes into the game. The point where Fjant has 14 drones. And tell me what you think about the state of that game. You were watching? What did you think of the take of our boys? Saying that they didn't hate it for Fjant. I meant Tokamak. If I said ley lines, I meant Tokamak. I was typing and it wasn't showing for me. Oh, that's weird. Twitch collapsing today. That's a lot of banelings, guys. That is a lot of banelings. Speaking of things collapsing, they are making their way through the force fields. Sap saying it wasn't that bad. It was really bad, man. I'm legitimately shocked that you think that wasn't that bad. Yeah, it was really, really bad. I will not often like take such a big stance against you guys because I obviously respect your takes and I respect Alex's takes, but it was really bad. I think that was against the good Protos. I think that's unplayable. Obviously, if you're way better, maybe there is like some hope somewhere, but as I said, Neep in his prime leaves you with 4 drones there. And then it's really bad. I don't know how the Colossus just spawned out of the robot and gets sniped by 6 roaches. What is happening here, guys? What am I watching? Roaches deep into the main base, casually sniping a Colossus. Now they're gonna get on top of a couple of probes. And his 5 workers going down. Make it 6. Do I hear 7? Is there 7? Oh, most certainly there are 7. Should Fjant take this game? Fjant is absolutely owning this game, Allison. It should never really not be Fjant's game. But this army is actually kind of scary, to be fair. The UedSoldier and his Wings of Liberty approach is creating a couple of terrifying armies. I would like it if Fjant does not take a game-deciding fight before these Vipers are out and we can land a couple of... Whether it's Blinding Clouds, Abducts, or Parasitic Bombs, I really don't give a fuck, because you can drop a Parabomb on the Colossus. That wouldn't be that good, though. We have 1 million... We have 79 Banelings! We have 79 Banelings. That's a lot of Banelings. We now have 71 Banelings. I understand you're scared. I mean, to be fair, if I was going up against this army, I'd be scared too. That's so many sentries. UedSoldier has a 16 sentries, guys. 16! Can we eliminate him? Oh, please don't lose the Vipers. Whatever you do, do not lose the Vipers. Fjant, please, for the love of everything, do not lose your Vipers. Please, 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 please. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Kill the Nexus. Kill the fucking Nexus with every single Baneling. Kill the Nexus. Blow it up right now. Blow it up. No. Oh my god. He recalled in the natural. We got Banelings. Lots of Banelings stuck into the main base. What is happening? One of these games. Corrosive Balls. More Banelings. None of them connect. It is an absolute disaster so far for Fjant. Oh my god, guys. We have gone from 79 Banelings to 5 Banelings and we haven't killed shit. Oh my god. Well, we have Ultras. Okay, that's good. Do we have Kindness Plating? No, we don't. We will have it soon. We went from 80 Banelings to 1. But then again, the Protoss has 1 probe. No mining. 1 probe. Kindness Plating finishing up. Hello? Move command. Okay, somebody is lagging. No, that was ridiculous. Zergling's just attacking sentries on move command. Hey, there's no recall available. Eliminate him. Elimination. Finish him. I'm feeling like Julio Cesar tonight. Is there any detection? Yeah, there's an oracle. There's an oracle, there's an oracle. Wait. One probe. One probe is in the prism. The UedSoldier has not rebuilt his base. He was... GG. Oh. I feel like that's a tiny bit anticlimactic. We could have had such a cool fight. We could have had such a cool fight, but it's all good. Alright guys, Fjant staying alive. He's back in it. Gets one on the board in the grand finals of the StarCraft 2 Collegiate World Championship. Brought to you guys by Allison and the crew. A bunch of very passionate StarCraft 2 fans. Honestly, that was a lot of fun. I don't know what on earth I just watched, but I enjoyed it. I'm going to take a very tiny break, guys. After my tiny break, I'll be right back with Game 4 of these grand finals. I feel like we're starting now. I think we have a bonus best of 5 as well with the champion of this event. I'll see you guys soon. 2 minutes. Thank you, Sulit, for the prime. Look at that, guys. We're closing in on our Vegas goal, baby. We just need Valorant to be as good as Deadlock. And then we'll get it.
Is all I see.
They haven't hosted yet. I think maybe somebody had to reboot or something, or am I in the wrong channel? I'm a bit confused, but I think Fjant is maybe rebooting, since he was a bit worried about his internet perhaps. There were some lag spikes. We've got a grand finals, we've got a series. The man who was very favorite, still down 1-2, or very confident and was the favorite coming into it. But he gets one on the board, after dealing with the 48 adepts that the UedSoldier thrown his way. If he's trying to put on a show for us, he's definitely putting on one hell of a show. Still waiting for the day Zero starts proxy hatching. You might see it, Lord Imba. You might see it. Cannon. Yeah, if you put it like that, that's what it was. That is what it was. 2-gate forge into 48 adepts. Honestly, one of my favorite parts about that game was when the War Prism showed up to save the last 3 warriors. It's like, alright, it's been a tough time for the crew, but we're here. Let's get you guys out of there. It's like a really bad war movie where everything goes wrong, but then eventually the chopper shows up to show to save the 3 main characters. Alright, my game is all ready for game 4. So let's go ahead and hop into game 4 of the StarCraft 2 Collegiate World Championship Grand Finals. The winner of this series will play a bonus best of 5. So this is not the end of the night, guys. This is the Grand Finals. But the champion of this event will play a bonus best of 5 against a star. Who is the star? We're about to find out. 1 and 2. Round 4.
Round 4. Fight.
Top left side of Pylon. So far these proxy hatches not quite working out, but he seems to be very fond of it, so there's a chance he's gonna do it again. Will he do it again? That I don't know. It is Team RotterdaM Fjant from Sweden. For the people who have just joined, he is a 6000 MMR Zork player. That makes you very high up in Grandmaster League. Not quite absolute top tier pro. We're gonna take down Clem, but it means you're very, very good. In the bottom right side of Pylon, we're looking at the main base of the man who is on average a tiny bit below 6k, but still a high Grandmaster League player himself. A young man from Russia, seems very giggly. It is the UedSoldier for CSO.
Game paused.
So you get punished. I don't know if playing your favorite video game is punishment, Mixu, but yes. Doesn't have to be on YouTube, by the way. You can also watch the VODs back over at Comeback TV on Twitch. Support the guys who run the event. You can watch it on Piggy's stream. You can watch it on my stream. You can watch it on Steadfast's stream. I think Cranky Ducklings were covering it as well. So there are around 7 different places where you can watch the entire thing. Can we restart PC? Ay, ay, ay. I'm okay with it, but UedSoldier is okay with it. Computer's dying, guys. Computer's dying. I think most of those places you don't have to be a subscriber. And I also think that most of the time whenever I cast anything of the Basilisk guys, it will also be posted on the Basilisk YouTube channel, where you can obviously support the guys, and you do not have to be a subscriber. You can. It is appreciated, but you don't have to be. 9x? 9x what? What are we 9xing? Toot, 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 toot. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. A walrus. 10 gifted subbies. 2 min cash bonus subbies from Valorant. Let's go, matey. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Long live StarCraft. Long live you. Yeah, it's already on the Basilisk channel, so you can go ahead and take a little look at it. I don't know if everything is posted here, but quite a bit of it is posted. So you can take a look at the channel. Any WTL? I hope so, mate. I really, I love WTL. I miss WTL. I'm incredibly sad that we don't have WTL. On top of that, I've got a trophy here. And I want them to come at us. I want to see an attempt at stealing it. There is actually something coming up. Team League related. But that is not WTL. But there is something coming up. I think the announcement will come out real soon. And the games you guys can look forward to also pretty soon. Unfortunately, those games will not be broadcasted on Twitch or YouTube. I can already let you know that. But there is a different place where you can watch it. And it will have all the guys that you look forward to. So Team League action is coming. Bosie Liquor. Talking about the trophy. Do you know more about the package? Which package? I think at this point, the alpha guy, there is no package. I don't know what package anyone is talking about. No, it won't be on Kick. The 57 kilogram package, that sounds very heavy. I don't know anything about that. As they would say in the Hangover Mate, Bangkok has it now. Somehow, it's in Bangkok. Where, nobody knows, but... It's a real mystery. Thank you again. Oh my god, A Walrus, truly appreciate it. Valorant is definitely pissing me off. Unbelievable. I don't know why they don't like me. Could it be because I always say that the game is less good than Deathlock? I don't know. That could be it.
Round 4. Fight.
But you guys are amazing. In the bottom right side of Pyland, he is down 1-2. This time he's spawning at the bottom side of the map. That's better for Zerg, right guys? Spawning at the bottom over the top side of the map. Tactical reboot, we call that. Representing Team Roddy, it is Fjant. Really smart. Really, really smart. Top left side of Pyland, he is still one map away from crowning himself the SC2 Collegiate World Champ. Representing the CSO, he is the UedSoldier. He's got very crazy, weird builds. Some of them I would not even necessarily describe as a build. But he's got it. It's working. I'm gonna follow the observing of Haku for a little bit. Got the run mate catching the colds with the lady. Which lady? Who's this lady bully? Tell the lady I said hi. I don't know anything about this lady. I will. The DM is gonna be very short, mate. It's literally like a 1 or 2 liner, but I just thought it was fun. I think you probably already know anyway, but it's still funny. Enjoy. Go Colts. What is their slogan? I am a hashtag rise up kind of guy. Trip with the boys to Korea. How about Vegas? Vegas mid-October, baby. Rainer, it's time to cook. Vegas mid-October, mate. Vegas is very cheap. You don't need anything. Going to Vegas for Christmas? That's awesome, SRL. Do you have a favorite place where you like to stay? Take care, bully. Enjoy, mate. Have a Bud Light or a Miller Light on your old man. Vegas so expensive. I mean, you guys may be doing it wrong, but I get paid when I go to Vegas. That's crazy. Like, everywhere I go, they just throw money at me. Sit behind a machine, ding, 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 ding. Sit at the poker table, whoop, whoop, nuts, nuts, coconuts. Last time was the Luxor. I stayed in the Luxor once. I have a funny story for you, mate. In the first minute, as the openings are actually kind of, I want to say standard, but we do have a proxy Stargate, so we'll talk about that soon. You know, SRL, a long time ago, I went with Fuser and Mr. Bidder, and I think Panda Tank. Or maybe Panda Tank was a different time, but definitely Fuser and Mr. Bidder. I went to Las Vegas. And Bling, perhaps? I don't know. No, Bling was a different time. And basically, Mr. Bidder is from Georgia. And the only identification he had on him was a license, driver's license from Georgia. All weekend long, it got accepted everywhere we went. Until we were ready to go home. And he said, tradition is final spin of the weekend. This is where we grab all the empty, like $1 bills. And we're going to put it on 8. Because 8 is my lucky number and 8 is his lucky number. All weekend long, his driver's license gets accepted everywhere. We check out from the Luxor. We have our luggage with us. He's got like $20-something in change. And he wants to put it on 8. They take a look at his license. And they're like, sorry, sir. This is not accepted. Because it was old and wrinkled. He's like, what do you mean? Like, I've been using it for 3 days. And I can't take this, sir. I'm sorry. But Mr. Witter's like, whatever. No big deal. I have like, I don't know, like 12 buckies. I put $12 on 8. He spins the wheel. 8. You should have seen Mr. Bitter's face. It's fucking... He has like the best facial expression I've ever seen in my life. 3 days. Everywhere he went, his thing was accepted. And the absolute last moment of the trip, not accepted. And he got fucking robbed. And there's 6 drones, by the way, guys, going down to a proxy oracle. That's obviously pretty painful. Now, proxying an oracle is a bit of an investment. There is a chance we lose this pylon. There's a chance we lose the Stargate. But UedSoldier is obviously a man who has a pretty simple approach to StarCraft 2. And that is deal damage, get him out of here with the next move out. So if you lose 6 drones against the first oracle, and then you have to deal with approximately 48 adepts that are going to shade your way, this could potentially become very problematic. Seb says the game is doomed. I don't know if it's that bad. I think it's bad, but I don't think it's that bad. I cannot believe that you thought Tokamak is perfectly fine. And you look at this and you're like, no, he's doomed. I'm starting to get very worried about your game knowledge, Seb. But this is definitely going to get scary. We're going to need roaches, and we need them now. Fjant does have a couple of adepts here. He will see the adepts move. He actually gets in there. Hey, this is nice. We might not do a whole lot, but what we can do is at least force a defensive warp in, slow that move out down a little bit, a tiny bit of lost mining time. Maybe we get a couple of probes. It is, this is good. We still need to make sure that we have really good defense against the adepts. It is approximately 14 adepts or something, 13 overall. Is this all 13? I want to say it probably is. We don't have a wall of, ooh, dealing with 13 adepts when we only have a couple of roaches. It's definitely going to hurt. Does he let the shade finish up? No. We've got 3 roaches here. We've got a queen, extra roaches coming over. There's a little bit of a gap when it comes to the creep. Good job pulling the drones away. Does he let the shade finish? No. So far the defense by Fjant is really good though, I gotta say. Actually really good. I'm impressed. Down 1-2 in the grand finals. Lose a bunch of workers against the proxy Stargate. This was very solid. Link show up a second before the shield battery is done. Fjant doesn't get much, but he gets a single probe. We'll take that. Hello? Okay. Apparently the UedSoldier is a merciful god. Not the first time that he's move commanding around. 6 overlords, guys, since we were supply block. Make it 7. Lair is indeed a little bit late, but we did take damage. Good roach movement here, at least at first, as we get 2 adepts immediately for free, and we also have... Wait, isn't it already a wall-off? If this is not already a wall-off, then what exactly did we do? I guess it's not a wall-off? Okay. Oh, wait. Like, it's... Okay. Okay. Alright. It's a worker only wall. A worker only and adept wall. It's an anti-roach wall. Alright. I am so ready for the UedSoldier to march across the map 3 minutes from now. With 4 Colossus, 4 Immortals, and 27 Sentries. Cannot believe, by the way, last game we had 79 Banelings and I barely saw a single Baneling connect with anything. Like, legitimately impressive. Even if I would try that, I would accidentally kill more. Ravage count currently 1. We're gonna need a little more than that, that's for sure. Roach speed almost done, +1 missile attacks halfway done. I think it's a doable hold. It's definitely not an easy hold. We have a couple of roaches counterattacking. Could be kind of cute, but there are 2 shield batteries to buy time. We also need almost every single unit at home though, so this has potential. How is the UedSoldier going to deal with this? 2 stalkers. That's going to take a little while, but it is definitely a defense. Oh, Fjant is unhappy with his own Evo chamber, but now in return he's actually going to get force fielded in. Now he's going to try to break the force field. He's going to make his way through. That's a lot of adepts. That's a lot of dead Zerglings. But the roach count is so freaking high that I think 2 Immortals will have a very difficult time chewing their way through this many roaches. But there's also infinite amount of force fields. Finally, the sentries are out of energy. Can we kill an Immortal? The answer is no, we cannot. We've got 50. Oh, stasis trappy! It's pretty scary, but okay. Now we can at least chill. Stasis trap gets warped in. The adept count is dwindling at a very rapid pace. Fjant is cranking out more and more roaches. I want to say I think we're fine. Maybe the queens could get on top of the warp prism. That would be awesome. 1 queen is actually going to take damage from the corrosive ball. We get an accidental flank with these units getting outside of the stasis trap. You gotta love it. I love it. Fjant loves it. We've got a finals. We are losing drones. I can imagine watching this best of 5 if you're a hangover. That's actually a pretty painful experience. That sounds like torture. I don't know if that's something they would ever want to do over at Guantanamo Bay, but they could consider it. This would be one hell of a trip. That's it. I gave up. Nothing could break me, but If you force me to watch this, if I'm already suffering from dehydration, that would be rough. But I'm very happy to see that Fjant is slowly but steady starting to get a very good read on his opponent, despite the fact that the early game was not all that pretty. And there's a lot of roaches in the rev just trying to get on top of Immortals. Karasubal's taking out a Stalker or two. There's roaches in the natural, roaches in the main. We got one Immortal, we got a second. We got 2 out of 3, I think that's it. Game 5, Grand Finals. What could be better? It's your favorite thing in sports. It's not the main event of a UFC. It's not the undisputed boxing title of the world. No, it's Game 5 in a StarCraft 2 tournament Grand Finals. Team Roddy's Fjant versus the CSO UedSoldier. Honestly, these games have been a trip. They've been fun, they've been all over the place, and they've been a proper trip. Fjant was incredibly confident entering this best of 5. I wonder if a little bit of that confidence left his body when he was down 0-2. And it was basically 2 build order disasters as well. But on top of that, the execution maybe was not as perfect as it could have been. Game 3 and Game 4 though, he had to do a lot of things right, and he is doing things right. And he is making the correct calls. And he is droning, and he's building roaches at the right time. Who will crown themselves the champ of the StarCraft 2 Collegiate World Championship, brought to you guys by Allison and all her passion, supported by her passionate friends. And I'm here to just have a good time. And I also sponsored the tournament a tiny bit, 10%. Because caring is giving, is sharing, support, all of it and then some. Game 5 is Maganatha, guys. It all comes down to this. Final round.
Final round. Fight!
Bottom right side of Maganatha, we are looking at the main base of our Swedish Zerg. He was down 0-2, he has tied things up, and it now all comes down to this. It's just the best of 1, guys. Hailing from Sweden, it's Fjanty boy. Top left side has played one hell of a tournament so far. Has been battling for weeks to get himself to this point. The grand finals of the Collegiate tournament. Representing CSO, it is the UedSoldier. Seems like he's a very friendly young man. I like this interview. Very giggly. Easy to be a fan of. Guess we can remove the logos as the maestros of the game is over. But wasn't it fun, guys? You think this map heavily favors Protoss though, right? You do kind of strike me as a guy who thinks that everything heavily favors Protoss. Correct me if I'm wrong. You just followed, and your first message in the chat was something about the hallucinated Phoenix being free map hack. Now Reina would probably agree with you, so you're scoring a couple points there. Mixu would probably approve of your message. I personally think that's a tiny bit questionable to welcome yourself to a new audience where you're like, you know, my first introduction is going to be moaning a little. Then your second one is a lot more normal. Does this map heavily favor Protoss? I don't think I would go that far. Do I think it's a bad Protoss map? No. Do I think it heavily favors Protoss in this matchup? No. Okay, sorry. Hello, nice to meet you. It's okay, mate. I've been doing this for a long enough time that I don't get too easily triggered or rattled. Obviously, with some people, I'll never see eye to eye, and that's just the way it is. Can't be everybody's best friend. If you have a bit of an unfortunate introduction, but after that you actually seem to be chill, then I'm sure we can get along perfectly fine. It's probably a very long time ago, I too, so I'd have to scroll up, but I don't remember. I can try to scroll up. But I don't want to miss anything of Game 5. You're afraid? No, the second message was not that bad. Your second message is not the problem. The first one is a bit of the problem. The second one is okay, mate. If you hate this map as a Zorg, that's fine. Guys, Fjant is link flooding. Fjant is... Oh my god, and he's pulling the drones and the queens. What is this? He has seen that his opponent has gone Nexus first. And he is link flooding and he's bringing the ladies game 5 of the SC2 Collegiate tournament, and there is no shield battery and there is no... We need to full wall off. You full wall off right now. Oh. Okay, recall. I would recall. You don't want to lose your adapt. The full wall is freezing. What are the drones doing? Fjant, what are we doing? Oh my goodness. Fjant, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't like it, guys. The recall is actually very cute. He could have done it later. This looks really bad. This honestly looks really bad. Lorimbo. Is Lorimbo responsible for all of this? Why do I feel like this is all Lorimbo's fault? Fjant's chance to crown himself world champ. Okay, we're drilling. We're drilling. We're drilling. What are we drilling? Oracle's out. We're still dead. Sap and Alex would be like, honestly, I don't hate this for Fjant. Sap and Alex look at this and be like, you know what? I can actually see this going pretty well for the Zerg, but oh, why did we do this? Why this build? Fjant, what is this? How can we be so confident entering this series? And this is the build that we go for in game 5. It's sad some people can't stay objective. The truth is, us brothers mains all know StarCraft is rigged in favor of Terrans. That is also a great introduction to the chat. StarCraft is rigged. I don't know. I don't know if that's a lore statement or if that's an SC2 multiplayer statement. I don't even want to address it. I'm sorry. What can we do from here? I don't think we can do anything. Oh, Fjant. What is this build order choice? Obviously, it would have been really cool to win Game 5 Grand Finals, SC2 Collegiate World Championship. We've been battling for weeks with a Queen Walk, Link Flood, a drone pool. But A, the execution was bad, and B, it's so unnecessary. And Fjant is Omega then. Like, this is not, wow, this looks pretty bad. At this point, even Blizzard in 2012 would have said it's okay to call this game over. For the longest time, they'd be like, look at it from the Zerg point of view. What could they do to get back into the game? Well, I'm like, I don't think they can do anything. Unless we're talking about like physically harming the opponent to make sure they can no longer press the button. But anything else is not really on the table. Invent time travel. Yeah, go back. And make sure that that is when the little demon is on my shoulder and says, you know, it'd be really cool, mate. Game 5. Queen Walk, Link Flood, Drone Drill. You go through the Zealot, you go through the Adept, you surround them, you kill them, you unpower the Stargate, and you're the champ. When that little demon is on your shoulder and he's whispering you those naughty things, that's when you tell him to shut up. And that you're a pure and honest video gamer with incredibly innocent hands and you don't do those tactics. That's the only thing that we could do in this game. I mean, I like that he's trying, guys. It's Game 5 Grand Finals. I like that we're trying, but I don't think anybody would have been upset either to see him leave when he was down to 8 workers or 14 workers, whatever it was. Or even, like, we would have just sang it out here against a million batteries and an Oracle. It is what it is. Great, honestly. Great outcome for the UedSoldier. He had to go through Sebedus in the semifinals, and that's obviously an impressive PvP, as Seb is one hell of a player. And he's now taking out Fjant as well in the grand finals, a man that apparently he's got a very, very bad win record against. Oh, I don't think Sero could turn this around. I am all for, like, I really believe that Raynor and Sero can perform miracles if they're... But this at this point, you cannot do anything. It doesn't matter how good you are. Like, Sero would lose this against Vicky. And Vicky's got hands. I've seen her play. But I legitimately think that Vicky would win in this position against Sero. And Fjant knows it as well. GG gets called. The UedSoldier is the champion of the first season of the StarCraft 2 Collegiate World Championship. Brought to you guys by Allison and her passionate friends. I was happy to watch a little bit of this event. I was happy to cover the final few game pieces. We are not done for the event yet, because there is bonus StarCraft. I believe we're going to do a little interview with the UedSoldier. since he is the champ, and we'd love to hear obviously what he has to say. And then I think we've got a star player lined up to play a bonus series against the UedSoldier. So this event is not totally done. I can't believe what we have just seen there in Game 5. But we did get to see it. It is a big underdog victory in the end, especially when it comes to the channel point prediction game. My Twitch chat is very often right, but not today. I'm not going to reveal the next prediction yet. What I will do is just shut up, hop into the channel, and see what is happening with the UedSoldier. And obviously, probably hear a very happy UedSoldier. So I'm going to update my title, or my text rather, UedSoldier interview. We found our champ. Champ about to play a bonus best of 5. Who's the star player? I am sure that Allison will tell us. I don't want to steal Allison her thunder. It's her event. It's her night. I am just here to hype things up and have a good time with you guys.
Hey, UedSoldier, congratulations on beating Fjant in the exciting series. How was that?
Thanks. It was I don't know, it was super strange because first 2 games was actually easy. I don't know. He played some very, very bad builds, I think. And I was a little bit lucky, especially in first game when he played Proxy Hatchery and I played Nexus First. In my opinion, Nexus First it's blind counter to Proxy Hatchery. And I know that he would do that because in previous on ladder I played a lot of games versus Fjant, and he beat me, I don't know, maybe 100 times with this Proxy Hatchery. So I don't know, I just played next first and I was confident. Second game, it was 20 pull right into Proxy Hatchery. It's I don't actually think that it's a good build, because if you know how to play against this, it's not super good for Zerg. I saw how Classic and here, especially Classic, they have this build against Dark. And I don't have problems against Proxy Hatchery with 20 pull. But then he started to play his standard, and it's began much harder to me. Right? In third game, I think my opening was super good when I killed his second hatchery. But my big mistake was late cybernetic core, so by this reason I lost my Stargate, and then I improvised. It wasn't my build order to gate Porsche into Grave Adepts. My straight follow-up after this cannon rush, it's carriers, mass carriers, mass Skytos. It's super strong. Before I won Solar 2 years ago with this build. Fourth game was... I think I got actually good situation after my Proxy Stargate, but follow-up into Grave Adepts, bad, because my Stargate in Proxy, so that means that only one Oracle, and my follow-up can be only Grave, especially with my reputation. So I should go into Blink, and something with Blink pressure. And final game was, I don't know, it was just a joke. He pulled drones, and I was a little bit lucky because he pulled his drone on his natural base. Probably it was a mistake, or he weighed all his army, I don't know. But I was lucky in this moment, and thanks to this, I won the series. I didn't, how would say, I didn't accept it. So it was a surprise for me that I won this tournament.
Well, you played well. Fully deserved it. Congratulations on winning.
Thank you.
Yep. Before we move on to the show match, I just want to give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors. So Allison came with a lot of money out of her own pocket for this, and then also Demori, Tracy, Roddy, of course, for sponsoring and also casting, and then also Hutabu and Air King. So shout out to all the sponsors, and yeah, we'll be we'll be in contact with all the players after the stream to handle the payout.